guys, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Jess, and in this video I'm going to be sharing all about my favorite ways that I have been using Drunk Elephant's D-Bronzi right here for the last year. Now, if you're unfamiliar with what Drunk Elephant D-Bronzi is, I have a video actually that I made last year where I demonstrate 5 other ways of using the Drunk Elephant. They're talking about, you know, the ingredients of it and everything, so I'll link that video above and in the description box below. But in this video, I just want to quickly show you my 5 favorite ways that I've been using Drunk Elephant, the D-Bronzi bronzing serum, and a little bit of details that I have found along the way. So you may be wondering, why am I making a whole video dedicated on this product? This is like a $36 product that is a bronzing serum. Why is it so special to me? Well, the reason it's so special to me is because I am a busy mom, first of all, and so, you know, even just any busy person, which is most of us out there, we like to have something that's really simple and that makes us look good, right? And that's what this is. This really has helped me feel more confident in my own skin and helped me to come away from feeling like I need to put on a lot of makeup. Sometimes I just add this to my skincare routine and I don't need any other type of makeup to go on top of it. It also helps to just disguise, neutralize, and to even out my skin tone, and also just give me like a look that, like my friend just said a couple days ago, you look like you've been out in the sun all day, and really fresh and healthy and glowy. And you know, I'm actually in my 3rd trimester of pregnancy right now, and I have not been outside because it's been 90 degrees and very humid outside, but I'm glad I could fool her in a sense. So anyways, reasons why I love this is because it's clean, meaning that it has really great ingredients. It doesn't have anything harmful. There's no added fragrances or anything. It is a temporary bronzing serum, so it's not actually changing anything, any pigmentation on my skin or anything. And it lasts 6 months. So even though I'm investing that initial, you know, upfront cost, I have found that even though I use it every single day, one way or another, which I will get to in a second, it still has lasted me 6 months just with one of these. Now, I only use 1 pump because I am fair skin. If you are deeper skin, I still think you could use this. You might need to use a couple pumps or it will give you a different effect. But I think that overall, it's a good investment. And I know now, after using it a whole year, that I've only needed to buy 2 of these to last, you know, a whole year. So I am loving this, and I can't wait to show you the 5 ways that I've been using this over the past year. Just like in the other video with my Drunk Elephant D-Bronzi demonstrations, I have demonstrations that as I'm talking and explaining, I will be showing. And this is actually me before I've applied any other makeup, and I'm just showing you kind of how I would apply this on a normal day. So the first way that I use this Drunk Elephant D-Bronzi serum, probably 90% of the time, is mixing it in some kind of skincare product. Now, this is a Korean or Japanese Hada Labo. It's like an essence. It helps hydrate my skin really well, and it's just kind of a thicker, viscous consistency. And I like to mix this together as just one of my quick morning routine steps. So just a little bit of this mixed with a little bit of D-Bronzi, and you can see that it actually really nicely gives my skin a glow. Now, I will put a sunscreen on top of this, and a lot of my sunscreens that I use, my favorite ones, don't have a white cast or anything to it, so it's not going to alter my bronzing effect. But as you can see, it does give a really nice bronzed glow to my skin. I feel like most of the time I don't even need a BB cream or a foundation to go on top. I just like this combination with a sunscreen on top, and I'm good to go. The second way that I have used it a lot is actually mixing it with an SPF. Now, there are mixed feelings about mixing something with an SPF or a sunscreen because it could alter the efficacy of the sunscreen. I have watched reviews from Dr. Dre, who's very well known here on YouTube. She is a dermatologist, and she's mixed it with her sunscreen. Other people say don't do that. So it's up to your own discretion, but that's why I kind of use mix it with my essence or an oil most of the time. But if I just want to even skip that step of my skincare routine and just only wash my face and put on a sunscreen in the morning, I will mix my Drunk Elephant D-Bronzi with it to just give myself a nice glow as well. It's very similar to the effect of mixing it with an oil or an essence, but it's a little bit muted, not as pigmented, because I think the natural zinc, because I only use mineral sunscreens, so I think the natural zinc does kind of tone down the D-Bronzi a little bit, but I can always add more, you know, but most of the time I just have one pump of D-Bronzi to, you know, the ratio is 1:1, or sometimes half of a pump. But I do really like this way for a really quick skincare morning routine where I just wash my face and mix these two together. I feel great. It's almost like a tinted moisturizer with SPF in it, so yeah, I love those two together as well. So the next way that I use this is actually underneath a BB cream or a foundation, and that is mixing it with my primer. This is also a great way to just make your own BB cream. Is if you have a primer that you really love the effect of how it looks on your skin, then you just mix a little bit of this tinting serum with it, and it really does create a nice, almost create your own DIY tinted moisturizer. And so I really do like the effect. This is the First Aid Beauty's Coconut Skin Smoothing Primer, and it's a priming moisturizer, so it is a little bit more moisturizing. I tend to have dry skin, although with a good skincare routine, I've been able to have pretty much just even keel skin. But yeah, I really love this for kind of an extra step. So this would go on top of my skincare routine. This would be part of my makeup routine. And this would be if I just had sunscreen already on that has dried down, and then I'll add this together just to create a priming base of, you can either have it be a bronzed priming base, you can have it be just as it is, you know, like a standalone tinted moisturizer or a tinted BB cream. So I hope that makes sense. It's a little bit different step. If you feel like you want to add glowiness underneath your foundation, you can mix it with a primer, and it doesn't really alter the formulation of the primer. And the fourth way that I use this, if I feel like I have a foundation or a BB cream that's a little bit just off, you know, it's a little too light, a little too gray, something is just off, and obviously not too dark, but if something's too light for me, or if it's just a little bit gray, like this one, this is a more of like an Asian Missha. It's more of an Asian skincare line, and so they tend to have just a different skin tone than my Irish skin tone. So what I find is I like this, but sometimes it doesn't make me look as alive. And it has nice coverage, it wears really nicely, but sometimes I want a little bit of a glow with it. And so I'll just mix these two together, and it adds a nice glow to it. I don't do a full pump of this because this already has pigment to it, but again, like I said, sometimes the coloring, especially in the summertime, is a little bit off for me. So mixing it with a D-Bronzi, I like the fact that this is just so versatile. It really does mix well with things and doesn't make it too watery or break things up. It just has a nice mixing medium about it. And the last way that I use this is actually for my body, and I didn't do a complete demonstration on this because you don't want to see my third trimester pregnancy legs and whatnot. So, but typically what I've used this with is I mix it with my normal lotion, my body lotion. So this is the raw sugar sensitive lotion. I love this whole line. I have in my whole house, like I have soaps of it. Anyways, I like mixing this with a little bit of this, or actually it takes about 3 pumps per leg. And so what I find that if I wanted to kind of give myself a more bronzed look, I will mix these together, and when it dries down, it really doesn't transfer on furniture or, you know, any type of, like, it won't transfer on your couch or if your legs touch anything. It is a nice temporary bronzing serum for your body as well. So I like that it mixes well with, I've actually used this kind of a lotion type of vehicle, but I've also used this on my legs mixed with a D-Bronzi, and it works really well as well. So yeah, so as you can tell, I found many uses for this, and I absolutely feel like this will always be in my routine of some sort, either my skincare routine, my makeup routine. It's always going to be with me. After a year later of me using this almost every single day, I can say that this is still one of my favorite products, and definitely my favorite Drunk Elephant product. So I would definitely highly recommend it, or going into a Sephora, getting a sample and then mixing it in different ways. And yeah, I hope that you have a great day. I'll see you in my next video, guys. Bye.